Hey everyone, it's Derrick here with another video, and today we are talking about Powerbeats Pro versus Airpods Pro. Which one's better? So first off, let's talk about the cases, which is the inevitable thing that people will talk about, and the size differences. So what we're talking about here is you can probably fit basically two AirPods Pro cases in the Powerbeats Pro case. Now, opening them up, basically taking a look at, what's inside, different things like that. It's the same concept. You open them up and then it invokes your Apple devices and mostly, your cell phone, and it'll bring up a screen which essentially says, connect to me now sort of thing. And overall, the look and feel are pretty identical. I would say the one thing that is kind of crappy about the Powerbeats Pro is that the case is kind of slippery. It's nice that it's matte black, but it's kind of slippery. Additionally, these are both charged by lightning ports, and they all in total have about the same amount of listening time. So in total, this will be able to charge your case up to like a couple times, and it'll get you up to 24 hours, as well as this will get you up to 24 hours as well. The difference is that this essentially gives you 8 to 9 hours of playback time, versus on a single charge, the AirPods Pro will get you only 4 to 5 hours. Honestly, listening to these side by side, and what I mean by listening to them side by side is that I actually connected these simultaneously to my iPhone and listened to one versus the other. They sounded very, very similar, like oddly similar. Now, the differences between these two, obviously from a standpoint of looking at these, so this is clearly an ear hook, and then the inside of this is obviously much larger than the AirPod Pro, and the contact points are much different too. So when you look at this, the inside of this actually, this is the typical like small earbud that goes into your ear, versus this is a little bit different. This is the same as the AirPod, which essentially is a plastic piece that goes in your ear, but then it has this nice tip that actually is really soft and comfortable that goes into your ear. I've had these both for a few weeks now, and I've been looking at them, testing them out, testing the call quality, testing the audio and everything. Okay, so we are now on the Powerbeats Pro, and this is just me talking connected to my iPhone. Okay, this is the test with the AirPods Pro. Apparently these puppies have spatial audio, which I did not know. So it has noise canceling, transparency mode, and spatial audio. What I've come away and what I've come to see is that they're both really close in. Obviously, the AirPods Pro have a few of, they're sort of gimmicky. I don't really see a lot of use cases for them. Like I typically see, like, instead of transparency mode, people typically just take off their headphone instead of just doing this weird like force touch, and it doesn't happen like completely instantly, so it's not something that I see people doing in the workplace. I would just assume people would just take out their earbuds and talk to somebody, or if they were questioning what they were hearing, then they would just take it out and look around sort of thing. Now what I've seen is that these both stay in your ear really, really well. The difference is that I've seen that you're less confident that it stays in your ear with the AirPods Pro. Now with the Powerbeats Pro, you have a hook on here, and then you can tighten this up as tight as you'd like or as loose as you like, and they're both not going anywhere. What I found with the Powerbeats Pro is that when you're actually running, there's these little flaps here go up and down, and you sort of hear that when you're running, so it's kind of annoying. If you run with these all the time, you kind of hear that clicking in your ear. So if you're not a fan of that, I would not recommend these. But if you are a fan of these puppies staying in your ear, these are the ones to get. If you're talking about just one versus the other without the actual charging cases, you're talking about 4 to 5 hours compared to 8 to 9 hours. So basically double the time. Now that's crazy awesome for the Powerbeats Pro. So that's certainly one in that column. Now, when I talk about audio quality, I'm gonna say they're both on the same par, with the caveat of AirPods Pro working with noise cancellation, which makes the sound of these better, seals off all the outside sounds, and gives you some direct input into your ears. It's just a different philosophy, so maybe a more advanced philosophy that earbuds are going towards. This is the traditional earbud which goes down into your ear canal. So when I've been running, I've tried to do presses. So with the AirPods Pro, the difference is that you have volume buttons on both sides, and that you have the Beats logo which you press in to do the same features that the AirPods Pro do. So basically 1 tap for play, pause, and then 2 taps for skipping, and 3 taps for going back another song. So yeah, overall they have sort of the same feature sets, because they're owned by the same company, Apple. And also they both have the H1 chip, which connects to your iPhone seamlessly. The Powerbeats Pro also have the same issue that I mentioned in my other video about the Apple AirPods Pro, is that they don't connect well with PCs, and they connect less well with Android phones. You get less of the features, but both of these you do not see the battery lives when you just are connected to your phone, which is super annoying. All the other devices that I've seen actually show a battery meter or battery life of what your earbuds are at. So why would one pick the AirPods Pro over the Powerbeats Pro? Price, actually. The Powerbeats Pro brand new are now $200 versus $250. So if you want to save a little bit of extra cash, you should definitely go for the Powerbeats Pro, because the sound signature is the same. I think you'll like the fit. There's 4 different types of earbuds that they give in the case as well. They're both charged by lightning cables. The charging case of the Powerbeats Pro is also not wireless charging, so if that's something that you like and a feature that makes or breaks it, then you should definitely go with the AirPods Pro. I found these Powerbeats Pro on eBay for $150, so that's $100 less than the Apple AirPods Pro. So if you're looking at refurbished ones, because the Powerbeats Pro have been out longer, then I would say it's no question, just go with the Powerbeats Pro. Also, buy them, test them out, and return them if you don't like them, because you should always just test them out to see if you like them or not. Like right now, I would say from a comfort standpoint, the Apple AirPods Pro has a little bit of an edge over the Powerbeats Pro. Like most reviewers have said, it's basically like you're not wearing anything on your ear. Now you still get the look, and you still get, the status of having Apple AirPods Pro or whatever. In my opinion, I would go with the Powerbeats Pro just from a standpoint of I can get them for less, and I get basically all the same features that I would like from a truly wireless earbud. That's one thing that's just bad about truly wireless earbuds in general, is that it's very easy to lose. So the question is that, would you rather lose a $250 earbud, or would you rather lose a $150 earbud? So that's really what it comes down to. I think they're both great in their own areas, but I wouldn't pay more for something that isn't that much more convenient over the other one. Transparency mode and noise canceling mode doesn't really bother me. Like I listen to, on longer flights, I just need something that's essentially comfortable. So I've worn both of these for the entire workday, so 8 hours straight, and both of them have been comfortable during that entire time. I would actually say that at times I had to take the AirPods Pro out because it got a little itchy around my ear for some reason, and I think it's just maybe some earwax or something like that on the earbuds. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.